Hello my friends and welcome back to the channel. Today we are here again to talk about Dragon Ball Daima episode 9 subtitled Thieves. When we last left our heroes, Goku had defeated the first Tamagami and claimed the Dragon Ball. Now our heroes are back on the plane taking a little rest, getting late into the night, everybody's tired. So what are we going to do? We're going to stop at a hotel and chill for a second again. But we got to hide Goku's identity, so let's give him this cute pink fluffy hat. Oh, I can see the toys coming in now. Ha, Goku in a hat. Nice job, Toei. I see y'all. Then, of course, we have more hijinks ensue as Pansy finishes with her shower. She recommends that Goku take a shower as well. Goku's like, why? Because, Goku, you fought like 100 people. Aren't you sweaty? Don't you think you need to clean yourself? I guess so. Then she's like, don't you have any other clothes you can change into? No. Why? Gotta love it. She reminds me so much of Bulma from the original Dragon Ball. It's crazy. Then, of course, after Goku takes a shower, they change him into these other bedroom clothes here. More product placement. I guarantee either Figure Arts or somebody is going to make a figure or statue with Goku in Pansy's bedroom clothes as well. Just remember, you saw it here first, people. The shenanigans start relatively early in the episode with Goku's bunny hat becoming super itchy. Hey man, listen, I feel you. I got that thick African hair, and if it's the wrong kind of wool, then it makes my head super itchy too, and I gotta rip that thing off my head too. So I feel I'm on that one. These two guys, this bird guy and this blue guy, so some pretty interesting tidbits. The blue guy here is the one that can actually turn into the Wolfman from the trailer, so we get to see him in action, and they develop a plot to try to steal the Dragon Ball because they pretty much recognize Goku right off the bat when he takes off his pink hat. But of course, just like any other Goon Squad plan that you've ever seen in your life, they don't take into account that Goku actually did defeat the Tamagami. So they are actually able to develop a plot to kind of set off a distraction, which in turn it actually does work. But of course, being the Goon Squad that they are, they don't take into account all of Goku's potential abilities, like being able to fly. They think just because the bird guy can fly away that he can't chase after them. Of course, they're sadly mistaken. Goku is quickly able to catch up with them, where they actually do a pretty good job of playing a pretty cool game of keep the Dragon Ball away from the sand. But so it gives us a little bit of cool action going on there, but eventually Goku is able to get it back when he starts attacking them, and then Glorio steps in and helps out as well. Pretty cool scene, just to kind of wet the whistle a little bit. Definitely not the best even in this episode by far, but just a little something. I tell you what though, by far my favorite part of this little interaction was Glorio using his lightning whip to entangle the two guys together and just whip them out of existence. That was super cool. So I do like that they're still giving Glorio some smaller action scenes when it comes to the smaller grunt enemies of the show. Clearly he's nowhere near the level to be able to take on a Tamagami, at least what's not been revealed of his power so far, but at least they're still trying to involve him in the action and keep him included. So Dragon Ball has a bad habit of sometimes not letting the secondary characters get any action. But I'm glad that Glorio is still getting a chance to shine. Speaking of secondary characters, oh my god, our boy is back in action. The boys are back in town. Vegeta is here, boy. He went to the club. He took Bulma and Piccolo to the club, boy, and he got into a little skirmish, a little scuffle. His start of his action for Daima, I like it, man. I really enjoyed this scene. I really did. I don't think we've ever seen a Dragon Ball character get into a fight at a music club before. This was a first. I could be wrong. Let me know in the comment section, but I don't recall if they ever did. But this was a super cool fight scene, just seeing Vegeta kind of float his little body through the air and give little love taps to all of the Majins in the nightclub. It was a super cool scene. Easily one of my favorite fight scenes from the entire anime so far. Absolutely brilliant. I just love with this new animation style how they're able to showcase them curving their little bodies and just the kicks for sure, particularly just, being able to curve their ankles. I just feel like it's more fluid, more animated, more better just for the overall perspective of the fight scene. Definitely those small little details. And then in this one particular, just seeing those glowing after effects of the nighttime atmosphere of the club. Can I believe I'm talking about club and Dragon Ball in the same sitting? This is crazy. I'm loving it. But just seeing that animation style really, really flow through just put a big smile on my face. I feel like this was definitely a huge treat for long-time Dragon Ball fans, just seeing one of our most popular characters in a situation like this. It's super cool. Now, my question is that Vegeta and Bulma ever go to a nightclub back in the old days of Dragon Ball? They just never showed it on screen? I want to see that slice of life episode. I want to see Bulma drag Vegeta to a nightclub. Let's get some of that action, bro. Please. Oh, please. We gotta have it, man. So after all them shenanigans, we did kind of have a lapse in the story development. So as we know, when Goku beat up all the Majins in the restaurant, after they stayed in the hotel, they got their ship stolen. Literally the same plot point. Once Vegeta beats up all of the Majins in the club and they go to sleep in the hotel for the night, somehow they get their ship stolen as well. Okay. So they have to call Goku and crew to come and pick them up. But of course, we know that's not going to work out because there's only 4 seats in their ship. And all of their stuff that Pansy brought, the ship was already way too full to begin with. So Goku flat out was like, shit, bro, I don't know. So I'll tell you what, y'all going to have to wait for somebody else to come get y'all. But I got to go fight this next Tamagami, bro. So y'all going to have to figure it out. Typical Goku. Y'all be all right. I know y'all my friends for life or whatnot, but hey, man, y'all gonna be okay. However, with that, we were treated to another super cool Vegeta fight scene as well. Kind of similar to the club fight scene, except this time it took place in the hotel parking lot. Same opponents, just with some reinforcements. They were trying to come and finish the job after they stole the ship, but once again, Vegeta was able to use some calculated Dragon Ball martial arts. There was just an absolute spectacle to see on screen. Once again, shout out to the animators, just being able to showcase their little bodies and being able to execute some secured martial arts techniques. Not really even firing any blasts, but just punches and kicks, and just being able to curve their arms and legs in a way that was just appears to be a masterful form of a fight scene for Dragon Ball. I think the main point that I'm trying to make with these fight scenes is that this really is Toriyama's homage to the original Dragon Ball, because back when it first started, they weren't firing off tons of energy beam attacks. It was more so focused on the speed, the after image techniques, the punches, and the kicks. And some of my favorite fights from Dragon Ball, specifically the Jackie Chun versus Kid Goku, it was mostly just punches and kicks and speed. And that's what we're seeing the most of out of Daima. I know that fans of DBZ might not like that too much, but for a core, original manga anime Dragon Ball fan as myself, I could definitely appreciate just the simplified versions of their fights for sure. And then as we saw, Piccolo finally got some action as well. I was very happy to see that. He didn't get much, got a couple of kicks in. It was really about it, but just to see our favorite Namek back in action, especially in this kid form, it just, it brings a warmth to the spirit. It puts a smile on my face. That's what I want to see. I want to see my favorite characters get some action. I've loved these characters for 30 years. That's where we're at. So now to finally get the story progression, Dr. Arinsu finally is able to create her new Majin with Marble. So very, very cool to see. They finished their concoction. So it's very clear that we established in episode 8 that she is creating allies to be able to be strong enough to maybe not necessarily take down Goku and friends, but strong enough to probably be able to steal the Dragon Balls and take down King Goma. That looks to be her main goal. I don't think she's interested in taking down Goku and friends. That's why she has Gloria acting as her side agent to, keep them on the ball and collect the Dragon Balls for her so that they can be stolen later on. But I think her main goal is just taking out King Goma so that she can become the supreme demon king of all of the 3 demon realms. Now, with this information, we get some major lore updates with the creation of this Majin. Apparently, the demon realm has access to Cyberman pods or seeds or whatever they are. So my question is, oh, by the way, this is Majin Ku, and clearly he looks just like a Cyberman. So my question is, does the Cyberman originate from the demon realm, or do they originate from the mortal realm? And whichever realm they come from, how did they get to the adjacent realm? I mean, I guess if I had to take an educated guess, then maybe Dr. Arinsu herself brought them over to the mortal realm, I guess, because why not? Maybe she sold them to the Freezer Forest for their own personal use, maybe? These are questions that we don't have answered, but I would very much enjoy for them to be answered. So getting a look at Majin Ku here, definitely one of the primary differences between him and the Majin that we're used to is that he clearly has a speaking voice. We don't know if he can form complete sentences yet. We know that, Fat Boo and Kid Boo had an issue with this, and Super Boo as well. He wasn't really able to form conversations until he started absorbing people, but I do very much like his design. I mean, if you follow Geekdom 101 on YouTube, you know that he revealed the design of Majin Ku a few months before Daima was released. So I kind of had an idea what he was going to look like. The green with the yellow, it's fine. Like I said, he definitely the body base of a Cyberman, just kind of with a kind of demon-like appearance in the face. So, I mean, that's a decent design. I definitely found it interesting that Dr. Arnisu's first command of Majin Ku was to go and challenge the Tamagami for the Dragon Ball. So it looks like we're going to see how strong he actually is in the next episode. I'm very excited to see it. Honestly, I kind of want Majin Ku to wipe the floor with the Tamagami to kind of build up the hype for an eventual battle with Majin Ku versus either Goku or Vegeta. Gotta see it, man. We gotta have an epic battle that really pushes them to their brink. We haven't really seen Goku get pushed. Goku got pushed to Super Saiyan 2 against the first Tamagami, but he clearly still wasn't really putting in that much effort, as we know that he still has a whole nother form that he can achieve in this timeline of Dragon Ball. So very excited to see where it takes us, man. Thank God Yamcha is nowhere near the demon realm, so we don't want him to meet a same fate with Majin Ku as he did with the Cyberman that Vegeta and Nappa brought to Earth. I wouldn't mind seeing some references, though. You got to give us a couple of references to the Yamcha death. Maybe episode 9 or 10 or so, or when our heroes meet Majin Ku. Hey, you look like that monster that self-destructed against Yamcha. Overall, at the end of the day, still a very enjoyable episode between the Vegeta highlights and meeting our first Demon Realm Majin. I'm very excited for the future of the anime. Can't wait to maybe see Goku and Vegeta and Piccolo fight somebody together. That would be super cool. Hopefully we get that soon as well. But for the time being, I'm just happy that Vegeta is back in the fray of the action. And I hope we get to see him take on a strong opponent as well. And maybe to get to see him do some Super Saiyan or even some Super Saiyan 2 action as well. That would be really cool, man. Okay, that is going to do it for this one. So if you enjoyed the video, if you are enjoying Dragon Ball Daima, you know you all are in the correct place. We cover each episode every Friday right after the episode drops on Crunchyroll. Thank you all for the support. If you wouldn't mind, if you could hit that like button for me, that would be super cool. That helps the channel grow. And if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button so that you don't miss our future breakdowns of each episode of Dragon Ball Daima. I've been a fan of the anime since I was an 8-year-old boy. Not going to end anytime soon. I'm so happy that Dragon Ball is back. We are eating good, and I cannot wait to see y'all again next Friday, man. As always, you can follow me at youtube.com/SmartJack79. I'm also on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. And as always, my friends, I'll see y'all on the next one. Catch y'all later. Bye.